And as we do every week at this time, let's take a look at highlights now. The other 6 games played this weekend in the USFL. The Men at Halftime Report is being brought to you by Skin Bracer Aftershave. Takes care of men who take care of their skin. Skin Bracer by Minute. Good in the first half against Houston. Doug Williams to Kevin Long, 12-yard touchdown pass. The Outlaws led 14-10 at halftime. But on the opening kickoff of the second half, little Clarence Verdun of the Houston Gamblers, well, he does to Arizona what he did to Tampa earlier in the season. 95 yards off to the races with a touchdown. Clarence Verdun's touchdown run on the opening kickoff gives Houston a 17-10 lead they would never relinquish. Jim Kelly got it going in the second half with 2 touchdown passes, both to Scott McGee. This one really wraps it up. The final score in Tempe before a crowd of just under 17,000. Houston wins at 33-17. The Gamblers breaking a 3-game losing streak. Then last Friday night at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, the Generals of New Jersey against the Showboats of Memphis on Doug Magic Flutie night. They gave out kazoos to about 44,000 people. Doug Flutie, though, I guess he didn't hear the noise. Here he hits Walter Broughton for a touchdown to give the Generals a 7-3 lead in the third quarter. But on the Showboats' next possession, Tim Spencer bangs his way into the end zone, 10-7 Memphis. Herschel Walker had another big night. Watch the third-year man out of Georgia. Well, look at his power and determination. This run puts Walker, the league's leading rusher, over the 100-yard mark for the night for the 3rd consecutive week. Later on at the 1-yard line, Doug Flutie fakes the handoff, and they call that the naked bootleg. Well, Doug Flutie runs it in for a touchdown, 14-10 New Jersey. Fourth quarter now, Walter Lewis back to pass. He gets hit, coughs up the football. Bobby Leopold, a veteran linebacker, recovers for the Generals deep in Memphis territory. And once again for the Memphis one, Herschel Walker into the end zone. Herschel in this game had an excellent night and ran over the 1,000-yard mark for the season. The Generals win it. They're now 6-3. Last Saturday night in Orlando, they were dancing on the sidelines for the Renegade cheerleaders, but Jacksonville had all the fun. Ed Luther stumbles, regains his balance, hits Mike Rozier with a 4-yard touchdown. Jacksonville led it 10-3 at half over Orlando. Rozier had a great night rushing. The 17-yard gallop, it looks like the old Mike Rozier from Nebraska. When he won the Heisman Trophy, Rozier ran for 126 yards last Saturday against Orlando. That run set up this TD toss from Luther to a diving Perry Kemp. Ed Luther had not 1, not 2, but 4 touchdown passes, and Jacksonville wins again. They beat Orlando 31-10 in Orlando. Ford making a return to the lineup after he missed 3 games with a pulled hamstring. At first, though, Baltimore's defense shined. Antonio Gibson picking off Matt Robinson at midfield. Antonio goes down the sidelines for 6, and the Stars with the extra point led it 7-0. Now, the man the Stars call KB, Kelvin Bryant, third-year runner out of North Carolina. Well, he takes over the ball game here, taking an overhand lateral of sorts from Chuck Pucina, gets some nice blocking, gets around the left corner, and he is gone. 82-yard touchdown run for Bryant. He ran for 185 yards on the day against the Portland Breakers. Portland did have one bright moment, however. Watching the play action, Matt Robinson with a pump fake, and he hits Frank Lockett in stride, and nobody's going to catch Frank. He outruns the defense 85 yards for the touchdown, but it wasn't nearly enough. The Baltimore Stars even the record at 4-4-1. Portland is now 3-6. Baltimore wins it 26-17. Sunday afternoon, the showdown in Birmingham. Raleigh Dodge and the Stallions against John Reeves and the red-clad Tampa Bay Bandits. Reeves running up against a rock-hard defense is intercepted here by Chuck Clanton. His league-leading 11th INT of the season. The Stallions had 5 interceptions in all on Sunday. Second quarter, 7-3 Birmingham. Cliff Stout looking for his ex-Steeler teammate Jim Smith in the end zone. Now Alvin Bailey on the coverage. Well, he dropped off a little bit too far. Couldn't come back to make the recovery, and so the touchdown to Jim Smith. 14-3 lead at halftime for the Stallions, and Cliff Stout is overjoyed. Joe Cribbs had his first 100-yard plus rushing game of the year. First play of the fourth quarter. There goes Cribbs. A big hole. 19 yards and a touchdown before almost 30,000 at Legion Field. Cribbs ran for 117 yards in the day, and Steve Spurrier of Tampa Bay, well, Steve, got to hang your head on that effort. Birmingham wins it easily, 30-3. The Stallions now are in first all by themselves in the Eastern Conference. And last Saturday night on ESPN, those two men, Bob Galliano and Leonard Harris, decimated the LA Express. Galliano, starting for the Denver Gold in place of Vince Evans, throws short to Leonard Harris, and Harris does the rest. Gets away from a tackle there. He's off to the races. 46-yard touchdown pass, although most of the running was done by Harris. 7-0 goal. Second quarter, Galliano threads the needle on a blue darter, 9-yard, yes, to Leonard Harris, touchdown. The two are combined on 3 touchdowns for the night with 17-0 Denver at halftime. Billy Johnson, oh yeah, he was there for Denver. A 15-yard touchdown run here, part of a 131-yard rushing performance. Galliano and Harris weren't through, though. They combined once more, 30-yard pass and run combination. Galliano to Leonard Harris. The final score, 51-0.